Pickaxe.
Hello and welcome to 0 Degrees, the podcast with zero qualifications where we try and solve your complications. I'm Ravs and I'm joined with my lovely co-host Harry.
Hello, how are we doing?
Doing very good. And our wonderful guest Sarah.
Lydia. I'm Lydia. Hello, welcome to 0 Degrees.
We upgraded Lydia. It's happened, finally.
Yeah. Yay.
Wake up,
Kicked her off.
no lids just dropped.
She got a degree, finally.
Fuck, I guess we have to start there.
Yeah.
You have a degree and you're on 0
Yes.
degrees.
Thanks.
Tell us about your degree. What did you do? What did you study?
Well. I went to college and I studied the English language.
Wow, as an American.
Yes, as an American, so there's a lot to learn. As well as the theater, I concentrated in it, and then I did a minor in environmental science.
Okay.
And
you're
now
the first American we've had
You
on the
give
show.
big like theatre kid energy.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I was going to say, and all of that, and now I work here.
Remind us how the minor major thing works in America. 'Cause
So
it's different. You don't get to do that in the UK.
Yeah, so every university is like different with how it works, but for mine, you could concentrate within your major. So it's like I specialized in theater within English, so it's like dramatic literature. And then that's like, you do like, I don't know, 9 courses for that. I'm just making that up, but like a bunch of requirements. And then for your minor, you have to do like 4 or 5 courses. And once you've done enough of that in the subject, then you just get one.
You just get one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty cool. Did you enjoy uni?
Yeah.
Would you call it uni or would you call it college?
College, I would say, or university. Uni is British.
Is uni
Yeah,
British?
but now I say
Really?
But
uni.
uni is
Yeah.
short. Uni is short for university.
Yeah, uni
though.
is short
Yeah,
for
well, we'd say
university.
college. But like there are colleges and universities.
Then why
Yeah,
would
colleges
you
are
say?
inside of universities. That's what I would say.
But then
In the US there's like colleges that are autonomous and then
Okay.
your larger universities.
I mean, you are an English major, so I would expect you to know the,
Yeah.
the
Yes,
differences,
yeah.
right?
I do. But
Okay, great. Well, hopefully that's useful for today, Sarah, because we're going to answer some questions sent in by the lovely listeners. Of
I'm
0 Degrees.
definitely sure that her degree is going to help with the questions we've got picked out for today.
Oh,
Do you
The
think?
lovely
thank
listeners have sent in.
goodness.
Yeah.
All the things I know.
Have you listened to 0 Degrees before? Have you heard any of our terrible questions sent in before, Sarah?
Well,
Are you aware of what you've signed up for?
Harry, the only episode I've listened to was the one I was previously on.
Oh, true.
That's right. Sarah sent in the question with the English accent.
That's
Yes,
so true.
on like episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3. Yeah.
Yes,
No, that
I
was a
did.
good question.
And it's proved very useful.
Wow, that-
And now I've offended many people by speaking in my English accent accidentally.
I do
but
feel like you've
whatever.
picked up a lot of Britishisms.
Yeah, my friend, I was home for the holidays and my friend was saying like, oh my God, like your voice has changed. I was like, throw it in the bin.
Do you think you lost some of your American accent?
I don't know. What do you think?
Because
You hear
my
me.
brother lives in America,
I
and when he
can't
came
help
back
your
at Christmas,
difference.
I feel like he's picked up the tiniest bit of an American-y twang, which I feel like you would, like being around.
Well, I think
people
it's
all year
inevitable,
round.
right? Like people say my Scottish accent's gotten softer. Like,
Well,
in
when you go to
context.
Scotland, does your
Yeah.
Scottish accent get stronger?
It does, yeah. Because I mean,
then, like,
Scottish
it must
people-
have faded, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And I think it's also like appropriating yourself to the conversation.
Yeah.
So like I will say uni because I know if I say like, oh, when I went to college, people will be
Yeah.
confused.
Everyone rolls their eyes. American.
Yes.
you did say like, yeah, when we asked if you enjoyed going to uni, did you actually hate going to uni?
Well, I did. I'm glad I went and I did enjoy it, but it was very difficult, like
What,
very rigorous.
What, just like the subject?
It was just studying, because especially in the US.
So you're try hard. Like you were obviously going to succeed and try.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, I am. But so we have a lot of like liberal arts institutions, which means instead of here where it's like you're doing one thing till the
Yeah.
day you die, we had like what's it called? Like foundational subjects. So I like had to take a math class and had to take like an art class.
That's
and
so weird.
in like computers, and so
So kind of just get a lot of it, you're kind of still at school, kind of. You're still just doing a wide
Yeah.
variety of subjects.
yeah, and they can be more fun than just like plain old like statistics. You can do
Yeah.
classes that apply to your major in fun ways, but I found it's like your brain's being stretched and pulled in many different directions all the time rather
That's
than
crazy
one.
because I feel like a lot of like people speak about their uni experience being, it's the big pressure of moving away from home. That's like the like life-changing
Yes,
change.
definitely.
And then like 20% of like the brain matter is taken up in, I'm doing a really hard subject. Fuck.
Yeah, I think it
for everyone,
depends
that's like
where
the
you
big
go.
stress.
Didn't you also do extra crazy hard mode though and went to England for some uni?
Yeah.
Didn't you go to one of the wanky ones as well?
Well,
There's a little bit of one. There's one.
maybe.
You won't-
Maybe.
What was your experience of English uni then? Did it differ?
So I was at Cambridge for 6 months doing study abroad.
Wow.
That's
And
fucking
wow.
wow.
At least it was
geez,
Cambridge, not Oxford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. You know.
I don't know
But
any of this.
It's beautiful there. It feels like being in a
It is,
movie.
yeah.
It's literally like I'm like, oh my god, I'm in Harry Potter. Like,
Like,
whoa,
oh, no.
why aren't the staircases moving and the portraits aren't talking to me? Whatever. But yeah, it's like it goes from having like the liberal arts education where you're doing all of these things to like you're just doing one intensive study of a subject, which obviously makes you better at it. But then a lot of us felt like, well, I know I don't want to like
No,
throw
say it.
stones.
No, say it. Hot take.
I thought it was like much easier.
Really?
But I think it's because we had like a watered down version of like
Okay.
what the big guys who actually go there
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
And so how I coped was I
But
just
also,
did
you
a
kind
ton
of want
of theater.
you kind of want a watered down version. You kind of
yeah,
want to
'cause
go
you
and
wanna
experience
explore,
it. Yeah.
And I think I filled my time by doing like 7 shows when I was there. In
Holy
6
shit.
months.
7 shows, like going to theater shows.
No, making them, putting them on.
Oh wow. Okay. Holy
Wait,
shit.
wait. This is another bit of Sarah we've got to dive into.
Yeah.
So because I feel like I've talked to you about your theatre experiences. But
Yeah.
what do you rather be on stage? I know you like producing now.
Yes.
But if you were on stage, what role are you taking? Like,
Well,
are you singing, dancing?
Well, in those shows, I think most of them I was producing. Like
Okay.
theatrical producing was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing I was most interested in. And then for like 2 or 3 I was acting in. And I really like doing like musical theater or comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
I think is the most fun. Like, because I think it's the best when it's like, I mean, you guys certainly feel when you say something and the audience reacts.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like even like with chat, it's like you say something, they're like, ha 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 ha. It's like, that's great.
Yes, it's me streaming. I say a funny thing
Yeah.
and then I just stare at
Yes.
chat and I'm like, someone post a fucking laughing
Someone
emote
do the
right,
lol emote
like
right
me
now.
with a gun pointed at chat. Say a fucking
Show
funny
me
emote.
Mr. Biscuit.
Literally.
Yeah.
As opposed to like if you're doing something
It's the
more
streamer's swivel.
dramatic.
You
Yeah.
just see it. It's very funny watching like the Jingle Jam streams. You can just see people do it. Where they're like, I think that was a funny moment, and you just watch their head
Yeah.
turn over
Yeah.
to the chat.
Yeah, which is quite funny. But yeah, as opposed to doing like dramatic theater, which I like watching, but when you're doing it, you might say something big and then there's just like no reaction.
Yeah.
And I think it's like you get the like, ooh, when people are laughing and clapping and doing all
Yeah.
that. So
You-
I
you've,
enjoy that.
You've had your little experience now. You went to an opera, didn't you?
Oh,
recently?
yeah.
I've been to a couple operas.
Yeah.
Oh,
How was your,
okay.
How was your,
I've been to
how
a
was your
couple of
recent
operas.
opera though? It just
Uh,
reminded me.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I went to Glyndebourne, which is a very lovely opera house in the southeast of England. It's a very weird one. So they do like weird takes on operas. It's not like it is a classical opera house, but
Weird
they do
takes what they just walk out and they're like,
So,
9/11 was not an
What's
inside
like the
job.
entire like I don't know if do you know the artist Damien?
First time an American's been on the podcast.
We got it out at least. We got it out. It's done.
Yeah.
The bingo card's been ticked off. It's like the entire like set was made by Damien Hirst, which is like a
Oh,
okay.
yes.
like a modern
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
artist.
He's
Right.
great.
Yeah.
So the whole thing was weird looking, and they were performing a normal opera, but the set just did not look like a classical opera set.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was all
yeah.
like cartoonily drawn, and it was all made to look like it was like a line art. Everything was like cel shaded and
Yeah.
all the it was
Oh,
beautiful.
okay.
Yeah.
It was the set. I was like, I want a piece of it. Like I want to just take a vase.
Yeah,
Like-
like I've seen like I think it was Don Giovanni at the Met, but it was in like 70s gangster Las
That
Vegas.
sounds amazing.
And so it's like it's still opera. Like they're singing the opera songs. They haven't
Yeah.
changed the music, but
Yeah.
the sets and it's like been made to be in this time period, which I think is so much fun and really interesting.
Like I feel like opera is so weird because it's kind of, I feel like it like the young generation just don't give a shit. If you ask people about going to the opera, you think like it's like very class divided, like musical theatre type.
Yeah.
And most people don't give a shit because it's all kind of impenetrable. But my experience with the opera, it isn't that impenetrable. And a lot of it is subtitled. You have subtitles on a chair or above the thing. So you like, I love it. I was
So what you're saying is subs, not dubs.
subs not dubs. Like
Subs
honestly,
not dubbed.
the subs was like
Exactly.
killing it for me. I was like
Based.
actually able to follow what was going on.
Yeah.
I find it
Yeah.
a very every time I've been, I find it a very like good experience. Like I think it's really
Yeah.
fun.
So opera and anime fans just shaking hands.
Opera and
there.
anime fans
Yeah.
literally loving each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my only like the bit I get sad about every time I go to the opera is, oh, there's like no dancing. Like I bit me wants it to be a musical. Like I love musicals so much that when you get to an opera and there's like where's the big chorus moment where everyone gets
Yeah.
out and dances? Just doesn't happen. And I'm like,
Yeah, not a pantomime.
when are we going to dance?
When the man come out with the t-shirt cannon, I want my candy.
Yeah.
See like a ballet or something.
Yeah.
A little recital.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I think going to ballet would be quite fun.
Yeah.
I think like a ballet recital,
Yeah.
just does some Swan Lake shit.
Yeah, we should have seen the Nutcracker. Crack some
Oh
nuts.
shit!
Oh, shit,
So
yeah.
we have
For
literally
Christmas.
we've just missed the peak period of going to the fucking
Literally to the ballet.
We're like,
Field
wow.
trip.
Well, it's fine. We have to wait 11 months. That's fine.
Nah. Summer
Um,
Nutcracker.
Yeah.
I guess also something I wanted to talk to you about, Sarah. I
Oh.
wanted to get some advice for the podcast. Now you're on the podcast.
Okay, I'm scared.
As our resident TikTok expert, now I don't browse TikTok a lot, and I don't browse YouTube Shorts a lot. But when I do,
Yes.
all I see
Yes.
is
Podcast mans.
podcast men, and they have men, and there's 20 men in the room,
And they've had bad opinions.
and they've got all these
Yeah.
terrible opinions. But how do we, like, they're seemingly everywhere.
Yeah.
What do we need to learn from bad TikTok man podcasts?
Yeah.
Do we have to have more bad takes?
Do we need 20
Well-
people in the room? Like, is
Yeah.
3 people too few?
Yeah, I
All
think
these podcasts I see have so many people. It's mental.
Yeah, you need, I think first and foremost, you need a little man sitting in the corner
Okay.
who will do like your sounds. So you say something, he goes, "Wah,
Soundboard.
wah."
Okay, soundboard is
Or like,
next
"Wah,
edition.
wah, wah,
Yeah, yeah.
wah."
Okay.
Or like, awkward.
Well, I want the big like
9/11.
I want the
We'll have the 9/11 soundboard.
9/11. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
Jeffrey Epstein did what?
Okay, soundboard.
Stephen Hawking sound alert. Because he was on the list.
Nice, good. That's
Well,
good.
that
Is this what you guys talk about?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh my
Honestly, I
god.
think it's worse when Lydia's here. This has been quite a tame
Yeah.
start. We haven't
Yeah.
asked
We
Ravs
talked
about his
about-
pegging once.
We asked about
Yeah.
education in the opera
Yeah, this has been great. This is a very civilized 0 degrees so far.
and fine arts. But yeah, I don't know. I think you just be funny and people love you on TikTok.
But I feel like none
Make
of them
sure
are
you're doing
funny.
that.
I feel like we need
Yeah.
to like say spicy, horrible things.
Yeah, that
Like,
can be just like
I
taken
don't even,
right
I
out
don't
of
even want to say any
context.
as a joke though that can just be taken out of context. You know what I mean?
I feel like the like most extreme take I've ever had on here that made people most angry was like when I was like people are babies for not eating tomatoes. You got the most like rights in about that.
Yeah.
When people are like, "How you don't understand? I don't like tomatoes." I'm like, I still just think you're all babies. Like people who don't eat tomatoes are babies.
I
Just
feel
eat
like I've had some pretty bad fucking takes on this podcast. I can't even
them. What's
remember.
your worst
them.
take?
Yeah.
I don't know what my worst take is. Like, what is my worst take? Can you think of anything off the top of my head? That I've
I
said
don't know.
on the
People have to send
podcast?
in. We've probably done some pretty.
I've probably said some awful.
We've done like
horrible
80
shit.
episodes now. There's going to be
Yeah.
some bad fucking takes.
Yeah,
in
there's
there.
got to be some bad
No.
fucking takes.
You gotta say something like, I'll start. I'll say like, guys, though I am a woman, I really don't think women should have jobs or be in the workforce.
That's
like
fine.
it's
Clip
much
it,
better.
ship it,
The
done.
men, those are the ones who should be running things. Or you do like do you know like Jordan Peterson? He's like, where would we be without men? Men are in the sewers. They're
I
doing
need a
everything.
man. I
Well-
love men.
Yeah.
I think about men all the time.
Exactly.
Or even worse, like an Andrew Tate one. I don't even want to repeat.
But I don't
any
know how
type
to
of shit
parody
he'd
it.
say.
It's unparodable, isn't it? Like I don't know if we can
Nah.
even.
Shut up, idiot. The way he said that shit.
I
He
feel
says
like
bottle of
I
water.
think a lot of it comes from the
Yeah.
outfits. When I was looking at it, they're all in like suits. I wonder if we need to start wearing suits when we do it.
Sunglasses. You have to be smoking huge cigars.
Yup,
like
smoking
Joe
huge
Rogan.
cigars.
Yeah.
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 And talk about how maybe babies shouldn't be vaccinated.
Maybe aliens are real.
I think maybe,
Maybe they're
aliens
real.
are real as well.
Aliens are turning us gay, and they are real. Beautiful. Should we do
Yeah.
a question?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yay!
Greetings, degreeless denizens, except Sarah.
Does it say that?
No.
Okay.
I just added that in because you have a degree.
Oh, I see.
Tomorrow, my girlfriend and I are off to see the new Scorsese film, The Killers of the Flower Moon, and I am in need of urgent advice for a potentially devastatingly stinky matter.
So wait, just for context, we all of our questions we usually answer about 3 months late, so they've probably gone and
This
seen
has
the movie.
happened.
I've seen this movie.
Have you seen
so
it? Was it
I'm
good?
prepared.
Okay.
Ooh, it was fabulous.
I haven't seen
Okay.
it yet. Okay.
Recommend.
No
Well, this
spoilers.
person might have had a very different experience
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they've said stinky matter.
Well, important context. This movie is 3.5 hours long.
Okay,
So
that's
know
good
that
context.
going
See,
into
It
we,
is a
Yes.
Scorsese movie.
we
which
wouldn't
is
have had
fucking
that
monster.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Because you guys don't watch movies.
No, I never watched a movie in my life.
With the film being over 3 hours long,
Well, fuck me then. What am I doing here?
It's fine. It's what Lydia would have done. It's
What's
fine.
the
Yeah.
next line? That's so good.
That is
With
really
the-
good.
With the film being over 3 hours long, we will be seeing it immediately after we finish work. And instead of a typical dinner,
Yeah.
we will dine on some Tesco meal deal sandwiches during the film.
Classic.
I thought this would be a great solution until now. Out of respect for the roughly 50% booked out screening, I forwent my typical choice of coronation chicken in favour of a nasally unintrusive chicken salad sandwich. However, asking my girlfriend what she would like, she responded flat out with prawn cocktail. Prawn cocktail. I told her to think of the fellow viewers. She responds with, I can take in whatever I want. And that's the only sandwich she likes is a prawn cocktail one. She refuses to budge on the matter and is quite insistent that it's fine. As you can probably all imagine, a prawn cocktail sandwich is perhaps the smelliest one can buy. If we were seeing an hour and a half long Pixar film, or even if the turnout was minimal, I'd go along with it. Fuck them kids. However, to be trapped in the room for 4 hours with the lingering smell of prawn goddamn cocktail sounds like a hellish experience for the other cinema goers. Out of concern for them and a desire to not get kicked out of the film, I've waited all year to see how do you advise I go about remedying this situation. I'm planning on getting the sandwiches tomorrow morning while she works, and my only plan is
I love
to
how well
simply...
planned this is. So well planned.
Right. And my only plan is to simply not get her one and tell her they ran out of your one, but that will leave her without dinner, and it would only be a matter of time before the hanger sets in and festers for 3 hours. What do I do, all wise ones?
Oh.
Wise.
Okay.
If you'd like to read for reference.
I'm good. I heard it.
It's a story.
It's a real fucking story. Prawn cocktail. What do we think?
So I actually was just having a conversation about this yesterday.
Okay.
I love to bring food into the movie theater.
It's interesting that they make it kind of a faux pas, right? Like,
Well, you're not
Yeah.
supposed to. They
It's
want
a
you to buy
naughty
the
experience.
food
Well,
there.
it's like
Exactly.
I mean, they've kind of made that rule themselves, though, because they want you to buy the $1,800 fucking popcorn
are
bucket.
you,
Yes.
How much do you usually take in, Sarah?
So it depends. Some days
It depends.
it
A suitcase?
depends. Well, sometimes maybe like a candy of choice, maybe like a little tinny, ooh, something like that.
Yeah.
Other times, like maybe once I went to Five Guys and I got an entire Five Guys and I put it in my
No.
purse.
I
and
remember
said-
that. I was there for that one.
No.
Just whipped out the
that's-
soggy bag of burger.
And so because why not? And so I was talking yesterday to both Dav and Simon Byron about this, and Simon Byron was appalled, and Dav goes, "Oh yeah, once I did that with an entire KFC meal
Oh my god.
because it's so expensive."
Yeah.
Case in point, example of expensiveness.
I mean, going to the cinema alone is quite expensive.
Yes.
Like, I would say it's quite a pricey
Yeah,
experience.
Yeah, so you're paying for the premium of seeing it in the theater. But then the food, so I went over the holidays to see a film with my family.
Yeah.
And I thought like, ooh, I'm an adult. I'll buy my father a drink. He'll love that.
Yeah.
And then I saw on the till, they had like, British word, at the register, they had...
You also said tinny as well.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
We're
Yeah.
winning. We're winning the war.
I've got my little. I'm assimilating, but I got my brother some gummy bears because I was like, I'm a generous
That'll
sister
be
and
$20.
daughter.
That is
Right,
$20.
$20.
Oh wait,
100%.
yeah. Let's price is right it. How much do you think it was?
Like, I feel like it's like airport prices. It's like, it's not quite
$16.
Oh wait, so I
What did
got.
you buy? Give us the
we
shopping
got.
list.
I got my dad a beer, and it was like a Bud Light.
Okay.
Like, we're talking like 2 first pint, like pint.
No, it was like a bottle. Like he got the bottle, gave
Okay.
the bottle
Oh, a
of Bud
bottle.
Light.
Okay.
Yeah. Just like a
Bottle
regular.
of water.
Yeah, a bottle.
Bottle.
I got a margarita on the
Oh,
rocks.
fuck.
Oh, no,
Okay, that makes it impossible to guess
astronomical.
And then I bag like of gummy bears, like
Okay, so
not
like
a big
like
one.
a face-sized bag of gummy bears.
Yeah, like the
like
the
a
regular size.
Haribo Star Mix
Haribo.
level.
Yeah.
Haribo gummy boys.
Okay.
And I'll say two. I took out a crisp $20 bill and was ready to
That's
pay
cope.
with that.
That is instant cope that was going to
Yeah.
be $20.
I
The
was
margarita.
like,
Margarita
Change
alone
me.
is 20, right?
Okay, I'm gonna say that all came to $36.
I'm going to say, I think it might have pushed 40. I feel like you could do 16 for the beer. It would be expensive. I'm like 18 for the margarita.
But it's 16. This is not the big city. Like, this
Okay,
is
this is
not.
middle of nowhere.
It's the middle of nowhere.
nowhere.
It's suburbia.
Okay.
And, like.
$28.
Okay.
I'll go 30.
It was $33.
That is
Wow.
still ridiculously expensive.
In like no
What's that in
no
pounds? Like
fancy.
£25?
That would be like 26
£26
pounds
Yeah.
for those
That
three
is-
things. And so, all of this to say, you bring in your sandwich.
Yeah.
This is the cost of living crisis.
Okay, but-
and you eat what you want because that movie is 3 hours.
But you're fucking up the experience for
Yeah.
everybody else.
well, I think also maybe. No offense. Maybe they did it to themselves a little bit because it's like, why are you buying your meal deal sandwich in the morning and letting it stew?
True.
True.
Because that will only intensify the smell. You
Yeah.
buy it, you pop to
Also,
Tesco's
that
right
feels
before you
kind
go
of-
in.
unless you're putting it in a fridge, that feels kind of like I wouldn't risk that with prawns.
Yeah, I
Like,
would
leaving
take
them out for
that
like
chance.
12
Yeah,
hours.
That's like
12 hours of
nah.
prawns just in an office.
Yeah, and like
cooking.
an office
Yes.
fucking cupboard or something. Like,
Yeah,
Sounds
in your
fucking
bag.
Bad.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
bad.
I'm
bad
conflicted
time.
because part of me just says, fuck the rest of the people in the cinema. It's your experience. You're
Yeah.
going to have your time.
Yeah.
Be selfish.
I
Yeah.
Who
paid
cares?
$700 to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've remortgaged my house to see this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking or you're on your phone, those I'm like, leave, never come back. You're banned. Food is like,
So what if you're
let
like
'em
eating
live.
like I love durians? I'm gonna eat some durians during this film.
you're
just like-
slicing the fruit. You have your cutting board.
You got a little bit
It's like a Mr. Bean sketch.
Yes. Oh my god, that reminds me though. Dav said he got the KFC and then he took out a bottle of prosecco and he popped it. Like literally, it's like a quiet part of the movie. And it's like, and then he pours it into glasses.
It's also a noisy pour. Like,
yeah.
fuck. Also, that's such a
It's
wanker's
so
meal.
funny.
Fucking Prosecco and KFC is such a wanker's
In the
meal.
theater, probably he's watching like I don't know what he's watching.
So I-
like Trolls
Bugs
3.
The thing is, I say go and do it, but I've had a similar experience.
Okay.
I got the Greyhound bus, which is for those who don't know, is like a kind of, I'd say it's a mega bus equivalent in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, little. It's like I think it's like National Express. It's like it's a little nicer.
The one I was on was not nice. It was bad. It was from the Port Authority in New York all the way up to Boston.
I've taken that very bus.
I know. I'm referencing
many
because
a
Sarah would
time.
have done that bus
I'm
many times.
viscerally in this experience right now. I'm on that bus.
Next to the Port Authority, because it's right near Times Square, there's
Yeah.
a big McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm very hungover. I've been out in New York drinking for like 3 days. I'm going to get a Mackey's and I'm going to have it on the Greyhound bus and I'm going to pass the fuck out because I don't care. And I get my Mackey's and it's kind of like, it's a stanky Mackey's. It's a fucking, that
Oh,
Mackey's,
jeez.
like that Mackey's by Times Square. It's not the nicest
No.
Mackey's. It's pretty fucking retro. It's maybe like 70 years old. Like it's fucking dated
You
Mackey's.
don't want to see what's behind the frying machine.
And I get some fucking nuggies in my Big Mac, and I'm just like, I'm so hungover, I'm not thinking about it, and I just put them in my rucksack.
Oh no.
And so then I get on the Greyhound bus, and I'm there, and I'm like, figure out how to do it. And I'm like, okay, this is chill. I'm waiting for my bus, get on, and then I just open my bag, and the stench of just like Mackies and like fat that just fills the bus. And like, it's
Jeez, oh.
not good smelling Mackies.
No.
It's like bad smelling
Stanky.
Mackies.
when you're
Stanky road.
hungover.
And then I just hear
God,
like
yeah.
2 rows back, someone go, "What the fuck is that smell? What the fuck's that smell?"
Jesus.
And then I close my bag and I sit there and I was so hungover and I was so sad and I was like, I feel so bad, but I want to eat my Mackies. And I remember just like putting my hand into my bag and getting a single nuggie
Yeah.
and just like eating it and being like, I'm so sorry.
No.
And I didn't eat it. I binned
Yeah.
it when I got out because I was so
Oh,
embarrassed, so
no.
sad. I was so traumatized by the
Yeah.
entire experience of just like,
Yeah.
I've ruined this like, it's like a 3-hour.
It's like 4 hours.
Yeah, it's like a 4-hour coach journey.
I had a similar one where I think I was flying somewhere. It might have been something for Jingle Jam or just back to Scotland or something. And like on the plane, I was looking for a little magazine. I was bored. I'd been watching a lot of Sopranos, and they're like, "Oh, they have a little tiny charcuterie board thing." I was like, "Give me that!" And it came in like this, like processed as fuck, like this vacuum seal.
Yeah.
And I opened that shit up, and it was like a
Oh,
damn fart
no.
grenade. It was just like I was sitting at the front of the plane, so it was just going all the way back. I was just
No.
like. Even I was like eating. I was like, "Who?"
Oh my god, that's literally happened to me. There was one time when I was flying from here back to the States. There was a little European family with like their 4 blonde children sitting in front of me, and they literally, the plane gets up there and they open their like charcuterie and I sip it, and they're like, here, here, like Gavin and Jansen. Like, here's a
Johan.
piece of meat. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
You haven't even touched your brie yet,
We're
Johan.
literally cutting cheese with like lumps of bread and meat, and I was like, okay, slay, like that's smart,
But also this shit
like,
stinks.
yeah, it did. So okay, maybe I have more sympathy
Yeah.
now that I've lived this
Yeah, I
experiences.
felt
You
so
tell
bad.
these tales.
So
Yeah.
I want them to own it, but also I know how embarrassing it is, and you're potentially saving your partner from mass embarrassment right now.
Yeah, right.
So the question is, do you lie and say they ran out? And
No,
just bring
don't
them an
lie.
alternative.
Don't lie.
Or do you say I've made an executive decision for you not to have your favorite sandwich of choice?
Then
and
they're going to
I've
be
got.
angry.
Is it better to lie, or is it better to be honest and ruin their night with a executive decision?
Well,
Oh.
Because that's the choice, right?
I think because he said, right, he was like, that's gonna be stinky, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, whatever. And I think it's like, well, she made the choice.
So you're just letting them live by the sword, die by the sword. Die by the prawn, live by the prawn.
I don't know. I think it's not like, because then maybe later, maybe she's like, oh, let's just pop to that Tesco's. Maybe.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like on the way, I just want to get, if they didn't have a
That's
sandwich,
the
I'll get
solution.
something
You
else.
buy out all of the prawn cocktails.
Jesus
And you
Christ.
bin them.
And you bin them.
Yes. Oh my God. Because I feel, yeah, that's
No, but then it'll be like, oh, I
sneaky-
gotta just put my fucking thing in the bin, and she's like, what are all these prawn sandwiches doing in there?
It's just overflowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would. To be honest, I'd just fucking buy it and let them live in the misery.
Yeah.
The embarrassment.
'cause
Why-
they decided.
Why
I
was
think.
I know it's expensive, but why not buy something at the fucking theatre, man? Like,
I don't know.
get some fucking popcorn or
Because
some
pricey,
you
shit.
can get
Rose.
some,
Cost of
there's no
living.
sandwiches there.
Yeah, you can get some sandwiches. I think it's kind of cute having a little picnic in the theatre.
I think it's fine, yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
just thinking like the chemical warfare here of like,
Yeah.
like what
Eh.
the prawn cocktail sandwich, cheese and onion crisps next, and then like
know.
fucking like I don't know what's a stinky drink you could have, like I don't know, like
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
So I'm gonna make my Bloody Mary.
It's like Bloody Mary.
Blending
You get
the
on
tomato.
NutriBullet.
You're just like, you put your flashlight on, you're looking for blood. You're like plugging your
You just stood in the corridor, like on the side bit, on the alley, just like blending.
You're just standing like.
I guess you could
Oh my
always
God.
like, what you could do, because there's that great website, When to Pee, or whatever it is. That tells
Oh,
you-
yeah.
it tells you
I didn't know there was
without-
that,
It tells
but
you
that's
without
great.
spoilers for the movie.
Yeah.
When there's a lull in action that you should go and pee, which is just genius. So it'll be like, after there's a big explosion, in the city, it'll give you like a vague thing that won't spoil the movie.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, you can go and pee then because there's enough time.
That's fantastic.
So I wonder if that's what you do. You tell her, we're going to go and eat our sandwiches at this moment. And you just run outside and you eat them and then you run back in.
Yeah.
I could eat a sandwich in the time it takes someone to pee.
But then
Yeah.
they're gonna have stinky breath, you know.
Whatever.
Just like,
Not like
"Hello."
breathing on.
Hello, welcome. Are you enjoying the movie? Like what?
Yeah. I also think maybe the long run time is like better because if it was 90 minutes, it's like you're smelling that sandwich the whole time. But then it's wafted away. People will have
Is
forgotten
it a fishy
it
movie?
by
Is
the
there a lot
end.
of like? Would it add to the movie? Is there like fish in any scene?
No, it's in the middle of like the American like
Does he walk
plains.
through a fish market
Oh,
at any
okay.
point?
Because like, if
No,
you do
I
it
don't
at that
think
point,
there's
then
a
you're just
single
adding
fish.
to people's experiences, right?
That's true. It's like
I-
4D.
I
Yeah.
have solved it.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
solved it. You're at Tesco already.
Mm.
Buy the sandwich. Buy your own sandwich. Buy a little Febreze to take away.
Wait, Febreze her sandwich or the movie theatre?
No. So when she's eating the sandwich, just be like, shh.
I guess I really like that. To that note, do you get a stinkier sandwich as a good boyfriend and out stinker so she doesn't get
Oh,
embarrassed?
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Or
You
you
get
get
Plowman's or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah.
Get a whole charcuterie board.
And Plowman's.
Just a bunch
or
of
tuna,
deli meats.
Yeah, get a
like-
tuna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you
Tuna
get
mayo.
breath spray.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Oh,
let's have a
good idea.
kiss. And then just
It's just blowing shit everywhere.
it's their mouth. Yeah.
What a wonderful question. I hope they enjoyed their prawn and cocktail sandwich. That's
yeah.
all I heard.
Does that solve it?
We
for
never
you?
really solved this, Sarah. Let's
I've-
never
Yeah.
really
Be
solved.
honest and say fuck the stinky sandwich.
Oh,
Or
is
buy
that what you're
Febreze.
saying?
Or buy Febreze.
I'm saying
I'm saying just go to KFC, treat yourself.
Upgrade it. Upgrade
Splurge.
it. Yeah. If we're gonna make a stank, make a real stank.
Exactly.
Make a stank that's worth it. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly. So you'll pay not to worry about it. Get like
Yeah,
something
Prado
special.
cocktail is not worth the stank.
No,
and,
it's
like
not.
sit away from people.
It's also that's
Yeah.
a like favorite sandwich. That is a mid choice of like the Tesco meal deals. That is mid as fuck. Howdy, good folks. I'd like to share something with you all. I'm an early 20s gay man, and I really enjoy the company of older men. The oldest I've hooked up with being almost 70.
Slay.
Right.
It is a slay. That is a
Did
slay
they say
moment.
how old they are?
Early 20s.
Early 20s, okay.
Okay.
On
That's
one
quite
hand-
old then.
On one hand, I consider this a 200 IQ strat, as there is never any shortage of lonely old men looking to get freaky. The issue is that this never leads to much more than hookups, as a 40-year-old age gap typically means we don't have much in common. Still, I can't get enough of that old man meat. Do I just wait until I and people my age are old? Do I gamble on a younger man, hoping that he'll still be sexy when he is old as fuck? It's not that I'm not into younger men at all, but we all have preferences. I
Talk
can't
about stinky things in the cinema.
I can't wait to hear your thoughts on the matter. Thanks.
Old man meat.
Old man me. I personally, I think I'm
God.
going to struggle being an old man because I find old people a little bit repulsive.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm not sexually attracted to old people. I don't feel like that's a crazy statement. That's not a hot take.
Like,
Is that a hot take?
you know, you've got like Mads Mikkelsen. Like he's getting a bit older
But
now.
I don't know if he's.
hot.
I'm thinking
He's
like,
not
this guy's
wrinkled.
this
Yeah.
guy's pumping the cheeks of nearly 70-year-olds.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Those
Yeah.
are old people.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I need to look it
goodness
up.
me. I'm
I-
aghast.
Are you aghast? Sir? Is this all right?
I'm aghast and astounded. Well,
Mads is 58 years old.
Oh, that's not
It's
old.
not
Bro, he's
that
got another
old.
12 years to
Yeah, he's got
marinate.
another
Yeah, that's
12 years to
regular
marinate.
age.
Yeah.
That's not old. That's
No, it's
No.
not old. No.
Yeah. I think one of the things that's got me is he's like, well, maybe I'll explore younger men, but I don't know if they'll be hot when they're old. And I'm like, wow, he's still thinking. He's
Well, he's
still
like
thinking
thinking
that.
He's got that long game plan.
Yeah, but I'm like, there's filters these days, isn't there? There's
Yeah.
AI. You
I
could
don't know how
just do a
accurate
little
those are,
face
though,
app.
right?
Yeah, I feel like
Sneaky.
it's. Yeah, I mean, equally, can you just get them to dress up as old? Like, what bit of the old people is attractive?
Prosthetics.
Like, is it the is it the Zimmer frame? Is it the wrinkles?
Wrinkly
Is it the
man meat.
The aged meat?
Is it the aged meat? Yeah, is it the mature? Like,
the
Cured.
seasoning?
60
Salted.
years cured smoked meat.
Jesus
I don't.
Christ.
If you, I mean, what is like your age? What's your upper limit of your age cap then?
So
Where do you feel
I
like
talked about
it
this
starts
a little
getting
bit.
weird?
I talked about this on stream, right? And like
Yeah.
age gaps are an interesting one because if you are an 18-year-old, you should not be dating anyone that's 10 years older than you. Like if you're
Yes.
28, you should not
Yeah.
be dating a 18-year-old. But
No.
if you're
This is the TikTok.
but
This is
if
the
you-
TikTok.
This is the TikTok.
This is the TikTok bit.
But
Yes,
if you're-
yes.
But like if you're 30, no, if you're 40, it's perfectly fine to date someone that's 30. I think that's completely fine. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm a 30-year-old man, and I have my age range set from, I think it's like 24, 25 to about 45, and people thought that 45 as my upper limit was a bit weird.
But I feel like
But then like Mads Mikkelsen's
But it-
58, and I
okay.
would let that man ruin my fucking asshole.
But it doesn't become weird for you, Ravs. It becomes weird for your partner, right? Because I don't think I don't
Yeah.
think it's weird as a
Well,
young,
that then what's their war limit? I guess.
like. Do you not think it's a bit weird? These 70-year-old men are fucking this like 22 or 3-year-old lad.
Well, that's true. That is a very
Like if you spin
good
it, if you
point.
spin it the other way around,
That's
is that
Think
not
about
a
it
bit
that
weird?
way.
That is very weird.
I'm happy
Yeah.
for them. They've like pulled
Yeah.
a blinder, you know.
Yeah, but he's had a tell there where he's like, they're not looking for a relationship, and I'm eager for one. And I'm like, I wonder why
I wonder,
that might
is he
be.
grave robbing? Is he fucking out here trying
Well,
to fucking?
that's what I thought the question was
Yeah.
going to be. Because I'm like, that's the 200 IQ strat right there. It's like
Yeah.
you get them to
Yeah.
sign you onto the will, and then.
I think in those
bash
types
back.
of dynamics, there has to be like a prenuptial agreement that you can't be grave digging.
No.
Like, that's crazy.
I mean, he would literally be the age of their grandkids.
exactly.
Yeah,
oh
he
my
would be.
god! Can you
That
imagine your
is
grandpa walking in
that's
and being like,
fucking
"Here's my little fuck meat right
crazy.
here. Here's my little twink.
Here's my twink Mikey.
Here's little."
God.
Don't say that. That's my brother's name.
Oh, can't take it back now. It's canon. This guy's called Mikey.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
But like, Yeah, I don't know. The age ranges are weird because I feel like it's based on like maturity.
I think
it's
it
maturity
is.
and like power dynamic.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I think.
But
'Cause-
I think that there's also like just sometimes when I see like 40-year-old actors or whatever with like these 22-year-old, it's like, what do you see in them apart from just like
yeah,
they are hot? Like, they don't know anything about the world compared to you. Like
Right.
they
You
haven't
have so
lived
much more lived
experience.
experience.
Like
Yeah,
there's just,
yeah.
there's, like you're just together because you find you're attractive, which is great, and I'm happy for you. But also like, what is this relationship? Like, what do you guys you're from two completely different eras of life. Like, what are you doing together?
Literally, that's why Leonardo DiCaprio cycles
I
through
know,
them.
because they fucking
right?
get bored of
Jesus
him so
Christ.
quickly.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
hit a certain age, and he's like,
I
I
don't
don't care,
care,
the
man.
next. I think 25,
The Kate
literally.
Blanchett, Mads Mikkelsen sandwich is a place I'd happily be.
How old's she?
54.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's fine.
yeah, that's fine.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
but I feel like that as you get older, your span gets bigger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because your
though-
lived life experience is larger.
Where's yours
Right.
at, Harry? What would your age range be?
I don't know how old am I?
Wait,
28 or
I think
29?
you're 20. I think
I
you're
don't
tw-
know
think
how
you're
old you
28.
are.
I think-
28.
I think I'm 28. I'm 28.
you're 28, yeah.
So I think my lowest is like, I just don't think I'd be interested in being with anyone like younger than 22, 23.
Yeah.
Oh, even that.
Like, I feel like-
I'm like, that's young for me.
You
And
think
that's
for
like
you?
2 years younger. than
Really?
me. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like, but then what's your upper limit?
Well, I don't know. I think like within.
Because I see my upper limit is like beyond 40 becomes like very weird.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I
But
think
I think
even.
up to late 30s is like not that weird.
I think even like at where I am now, like early 30s, I'm like, I feel like that's just lots of growing happens. It depends on the person, of course, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. But then there's also a period of time where I was Googling celebrities
Old
I had
ma-
a crush on.
Sexy old 70-year-old
Well,
man.
I was Googling, and
Old man
all of these men were all 39 years old. And so I was like, well, it was like Chris Pine and like Adam Driver and like Lin-Manuel Miranda.
But, okay, then,
Yeah,
Fuck.
and they're all 39 at the time, I think. So
but that doesn't.
Chris
but
Pratt.
but
the
do you
time.
think that you and Lin Miranda?
No, not anymore.
would, like-
Not anymore.
Oh, it's gone. He's off the line.
Oh, certainly. This was like early Hamilton / like In the Heights, and I was like, and then he did this.
And then he
And I
did
was
the. he did the. What was the Spanish fucking Disney musical?
Encanto.
Encanto.
He sings
did
Encanto.
He did
Mi
Encanto,
Encanto.
and you were not. You were like fucking.
No, that
dead
movie
to
is
me.
great.
That
It's
movie is
very
amazing.
powerful.
I know. It's one
It's
of
an
my
important
favorites.
story to be told.
Um,
But no, after he made it, yeah, I was like, I'm never looking at it again. No, I'm
Wow.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. No.
That's
no.
we have him here today. Lin.
No.
Surprise guest.
Surprise guest.
No, I think like my upper limit is Timothy Chalamet and my lower limit is
Isn't
Timothy
he,
I,
like,
Chalamet.
I have
5
no
years
idea how
old?
old he is.
I think he's my age, maybe older.
Your upper limit is your age.
No, I'm just saying he's
That's
my
insane.
upper. He's
That's
my
an
upper. He's
insane
my
thing.
lower. He's my middle.
He's your everything.
He can be all around. He can be like circling around me like a moon.
Isn't he
to
like
the
a
sun.
fuck boy?
Yeah. What about it?
He's probably doing mad fucking.
Do you know
Yeah.
who he's dating right now?
Who?
Kylie Jenner.
Oh,
They could,
oh,
Ugh.
oh, I just
I know.
bits of my brain died. I lost
Yeah.
brain cells
Yeah,
that I
they
didn't know I
were-
had.
They're literally at the Golden Globes recently.
It's fine. This podcast is going out in a little bit.
Yeah, but they were like sitting next to each other, like that meme where it's like the two heads, like people like the Vine that like their heads are touching and they've got like a hand on the leg, and some guy's like, "Is this allowed? Is this allowed?" They're like basically like that, and they were like, "There's a camera on them, but no audio."
How much of the relationship is just for PR?
Oh, loads, but whatever.
Because literally we're talking
Yeah.
about this now. Like,
Yeah, but I just thought it was funny. Their conversation, someone lip read was like, "I like your necklace. Thanks, babe. I love you so much. I love you more." No, I was
wow.
talking about someone else. Whatever. And I was like,
Fucking
all
A.
right. Okay.
So wait, you wouldn't go? Your upper limit is your age.
No, I was just joking. I was just
How
saying,
old are you,
like,
Sarah?
how dare you ask a woman such a question?
Well, we both said how old we are.
I'm 25 years old.
Oh, 25. Okay.
And a half.
Okay.
and a half. Wow.
And a
Actually,
half.
more than a
counting
half
half.
now.
Still got half. She'll get over it. She'll get over it.
No,
It's just-
more than a half. No, but for real, I feel like it would be early 30s.
Basically, you're not going for 70-year-old men.
No old man meat. No old man meat for Sarah.
No, unless Ryan Gosling.
But he's like
Freaking, like,
40.
40
Yeah.
something.
That's old.
I don't.
What?
Yeah.
That's your podcast moment.
That is
All
your
the-
podcast.
Yeah.
Ryan
Old.
Gosling is not old. He's
He
young.
is.
He's a young
like
buck.
he doesn't look
Young
like
buck
he's in
ready to
his
fuck.
40s.
No, he's beautiful.
Did you
He's
see
fine.
the
He's
Barbie
Ken.
movie?
Of course I did. That's why
Yeah.
I'm mentioning him.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Not because of Drive. Sad. That's sad.
Like, what's
For-
that? No,
For
just
your real Ryan Gosling fan.
no, because of fucking the big one he was in
Oh,
with
Blade Runner.
Harrison Ford. Yes.
Blade Runner, yeah, he's good in that.
And La La Land.
And La La Land. He's in lots of good movies. He's fucking great. We
He's
love Ryan
great.
Gosling.
Yeah.
He is.
I
So
guess.
what does-
I guess. Well, just also there is a difference here, in that we'll you know, the man asking the question is a gay man.
Yeah.
And obviously, mine and Sarah's perspective and yours
Yeah,
as well, Ravs,
I'm
comes in
so
slightly more from a sense of like, I would have children with a 70-year-old lady.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this guy is just clapping cheeks and he don't care about no reproducing,
Yeah.
which is very fair. So maybe that's like a perspective that I don't get and I can't quite see.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think about that. 'Cause
Yeah.
like, you know, gay people doing everything, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry
no.
we
Yeah.
were silencing you, Ravs, and speaking over you. We
Yeah.
should have let you take the floor to speak on
Please.
this gay issue.
What?
Big gay queen.
Yeah. Yes, Queen, speak freely. Sorry.
I don't know, man. Like, I can't, because I can't picture that.
Would you fuck a 70-year-old man, Ravs?
No.
Okay. Would
Man-
you get pegged by a 70-year-old man?
When you were 20,
Well, no,
would you
okay,
have?
No.
No.
No. When I,
Okay.
no.
I'm glad we cleared this up. This is a divisive
No.
issue. Yeah, I don't know. I think
What do you
I'm
mean get pegged by a 70-year-old
a
man?
man can peg as well as a
I guess they
woman.
could, yeah.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine to
Yeah.
peg.
Yeah.
Pegging doesn't have to be
It
like,
doesn't have to be.
like strapped on. It can
But
be.
not how I imagine
So we have
it.
to have our pegging moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we need to
yeah.
have- I also assume there's no
That's
update
not-
on the
that's
pegging.
not- that- no, well, no.
Nothing we can
no.
share at this moment.
No, nothing we can share at this moment.
Okay, right, that's wonderful. We probably have already shared it then at this point on the podcast.
Maybe.
I mean, wow, it's that
Yeah.
pegging story that I heard a couple episodes ago.
Oh.
Really brain teasing.
Man, I can't wait to. I have already heard
It's gonna
that
be.
story.
It's gonna be an exciting year.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. I like this.
Yeah.
This is a tease for me, but not for the audience
No.
because they will
Yep.
have heard it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
a tease for Sarah as well, I guess.
Oh.
So what actually
It's a
was?
tease, all right.
I'm trying to just think back in. What actually was their question?
Yeah, how do they fuck the old man meat?
Let's get to the point. What,
He wants to be in a loving relationship with a 70-year-old man.
Oh my God,
so do I
can't
just wait until
imagine that.
I and people
No.
my age are old? No.
No.
That's dumb.
Well, no, you can like grow old and happy.
No,
with
just
someone.
fuck the old people until you're old, and then you get to just fuck everyone.
But then he won't have a long
But then
term. He
it'll
wants
be
a
hard-
long term relationship.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe try, if he hasn't tried a young person, maybe he's missing out.
What about
Maybe, yeah.
um?
Or just find a really old-looking young person.
Find a guy, do you know those tanning beds that people don't use very much anymore?
Yes.
Just trap him in that for a little bit and he'll go all wrinkly.
What? Well, okay, it's not my thing particularly, but
Yes.
what if they get in a long-term relationship, but it's like a non-monogamous one, and then
Okay.
they get their fix of old man meat whenever they want it.
Yeah, find someone who also enjoys old. Find
Yeah.
another man who likes fucking old men.
Yes.
and then you together can be kind of like a weird
Old men
duo
worshipping-
musketeer
Yeah.
with your lances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm sure if you
Yeah.
look around long enough, you can find some old dude that wants you to.
I
be
feel
his
like
little-
it sounds like they're not having any problem finding people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, he won't. I mean, if you think about it, it would never really be too long term of a relationship anyway.
Fucked up, Sarah. It's the elephant in the room, Sarah. It's fucked up.
Like, I'm not.
So-
I'm not kink shaming. I'm just trying to figure out, man, because some old people.
I'm happy
smell-
for this guy.
Some people be smelling like rot, like they're rotting alive, and they're just like,
my God.
you know, they
I
can-
feel like he's probably.
they need
I
like
mean,
Zimmer frames and shit, and like, how the fuck are you like? I want to slob that knob. you
I
know?
imagine he's fucking. I'm praying good for this person. I imagine they're fucking the sexy 60-year-olds,
Silver
the
foxes.
fit 70-year-olds. They're still playing tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they're out there. The
They like
athletic ones are
pickleball.
out there. They're not all just like mush and melting into a sofa. Like,
Yeah. They've
Yeah, I
got
guess
their
so.
wits about
the
them.
ones
They're
who aren't
spry.
rotting alive. Yeah.
yeah, he likes a bit of chase. It's no Zimmer frames.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just like slow motion chase. Like he walks, the other guy runs.
Or maybe he
But
gets
they
like
chase
bent over the
nevertheless.
Zimmer frame.
No, he's going up the the
Oh my
chair.
God, no.
Like, come and get me. Like beckoning.
Oh,
Oh,
to be
God.
old. I'm so glad I'm
Yeah.
not old yet.
I posted on my Instagram that I don't think I could beat any bald person in a fight. When I say this, I'm talking bald people of legal age. 18 plus, no drop kicking Caillou. Who you can name. Not a hypothetical bald 95-year-old man. My friends all suggested beating up babies, which I said no to for the hypothetical. I can't name a single bald person I could beat in a fight. Can you think of any? Well, I feel like this is bait.
Wait, a bald person that we can beat.
Yeah, we got to be able to fight. Yeah.
I could beat Piran in a fight.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I
No,
certainly
you
No,
could.
he has
couldn't.
dad
Yes,
strength.
There is
I
no
certainly
He has
could.
dad.
Yes,
he has dad
yes,
strength.
I
Have you seen how
certainly
hairy
could.
his chest is?
No.
He has a very hairy chest.
What does that mean? I'll
The
just like...
amount of like power that a man like draws in from his hairy
Yes,
chest.
I am very powerful.
Babs' power level is very high. It's very, very high for a man.
Well, that just means that you could get like a grip on it.
Sarah, I would be careful. Pyrian is a monster.
No,
Yeah, he has dad strength. Are you
no.
kidding me? That man is
Yeah.
fueled by cider and dad mode.
Yeah,
I
and he has
think you just
Dota
give him-
brain. Like, he wouldn't know when
Yeah.
to stop punching.
You know, you give a swift punch in the lungs. He smokes so
Punch
much.
in the lungs.
Like,
Punching his dodgy heart. You're saying you're going to go for his medically
My
dodgy
God, you're
heart.
going for his
You're going for his
that's fucking
pacemaker.
horrible.
That is fucked up, Sarah.
well,
We
I'm
should-
just being realistic.
Well, I'm glad you said Pyrian because there's no way I would fight Pyrian.
I would not fight Perian.
Yeah.
Not a
No.
chance.
He scares
no,
me.
Yeah. he's
Well,
a
he wouldn't
powerful
hit a
man.
woman.
I think he would.
I think he may.
I think Pyrian would fucking sack that. If you punch Pyrian in the face, he would punch you back so fucking hard.
Yeah.
He's from the school of hard knocks. Like,
Oh
no.
my
No.
goodness
I'm trying to think of other bald people that.
So the two people I thought Pyrian Flax, and I went, nope. And then I thought
Yeah.
of Jason Statham, and I thought, fuck
No,
Yeah.
not
I was
Jason
like, I
Statham.
can't think of any other.
The Rock? Nope.
No.
The Rock?
No.
No.
Stone Cold? No.
No.
Oh, George Costanza.
Who the fuck is
that's
that?
like-
What do you mean?
Who's
From
George
fucking
Costanza?
what's it?
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, yeah.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Well, he's mostly bald. He's not all the
yeah,
way.
he's not
But
fully in
he
the
looks
Brotherhood.
nice.
Well, I'm like,
Yeah.
Seth Everman, no way. There's like fucking 6,
Yeah,
fucking
Seth
8 or
Everman.
something like that. No way.
Yes.
Um,
What about the guy from Star Trek? He's strong
Oh,
too.
yeah,
What
he's
one?
old now. Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'd beat the
could
fuck out of
fucking
Patrick
beat the
Stewart.
shit out of Patrick Stewart.
You know what?
Oh
Patrick
my
Stewart
God.
is kind of a sexy old gay man.
No,
oh my
he's
God,
not.
so
He's
true.
straight.
Is he straight?
He's straight.
I thought he was
No.
gay.
No, he's just like.
Is he just homies with Ian McKellen? I feel like that always tricked me out.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, he's,
Ian
he's
McKellen
straight.
is.
That's an old man that I might fuck.
Well, Ian McKellen.
No, Ian McKellen is quite attractive. I'm sorry, I was
Gandalf.
yeah, both to be honest. They're quite attractive old men. If sorry, back to the previous question. If our young
Yes.
gay man is fucking that quality
Yeah.
of old man meat, then
Yeah.
I'm very happy for him.
Yeah.
I'm
Sucker
attracted
We
to
need
my
like
a
concern.
visuals. Yeah, we need an example.
Can you send in a young gay man? Send in some of the pictures of your old
Yeah. We
old
won't
man
show
meat.
anyone,
We won't
but
show anyone.
we'll
I just
know.
need to know for my sanity that you're doing good.
Yeah.
I need an update on this one.
I think I could beat up Patrick Stewart.
I could beat the fuck out of Patrick
The problem
Stewart.
with beating up
He's a
Patrick
national
Stewart is he's like,
treasure.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
national
I know. I
treasure.
wouldn't be happy about it. Like, I'd be hated by the nation. But I could
Yeah.
do it.
I think it
Yeah.
would start a war between England and Scotland doing that. I think that would
Probably
be
would actually. Yeah. People.
Yeah.
Would,
People would go up in arms. They'd be
Exactly.
like,
He's
you know,
Scottish.
No, he's English.
I'm Scottish, so if I beat the fuck out of
He's Scottish.
I was like
Yeah.
this whole time. No
This whole
way.
time. What the hell?
No.
I think I could beat the fuck out of him.
I could beat the fuck out of him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't give off like big.
Who's like a bald man that you would want to beat up though?
Oh.
Is there any? Maybe it's like.
Andrew Tate? But he's a fucking kickboxer.
I would
die.
He's a kickboxer. I'd die.
I would fucking die.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably fragile now that he's in prison.
No.
They get tougher in prison.
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah, they get
Yeah.
very, yeah.
Is there any like? I think the crux of this too is: are there any like shrivelly, scrunkly little bald men, or are they? It's like you reach a level of power, your hair goes.
Yeah,
I think all the,
Your hair
you know,
goes, you grow 6 inches and you evolve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened to
Yes, your
Period.
final
Period
stage.
used to be 5 foot. He got his chest hair out.
Other bald people.
Who's the guy who proper Cockney lad does documentaries? He's also terrifying.
He's terrifying. Yeah. Ross Kemp.
Ross Kemp,
Yeah.
absolutely terrifying.
Oh my gosh! What about Gollum?
That's the fucking fictional creature. And
Could
he's-
you
he has,
beat him in a fight?
I don't. Oh, Frodo could.
No,
But Frodo is tiny.
He's like
He's got
He can
whiskies.
crawl on walls.
yeah, he is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Also, he's
That's
like
He's got
true.
like insane jump mode. He's got like
he's
ring
ready to
power.
just like bite you as well.
Yeah.
which
I
is
think if you
kinda
got a leg of
crazy.
his,
He'll bite you.
Yeah, he's like a chicken bone.
literally,
Like,
you
pretty
could swing him
easily.
around. Like
I wouldn't want to fight Gollum. That'd be scary. I think
Yeah.
I think
Patrick
anyone
Stewart-
that's like a dad is like a no. Like Northern Lions bald wouldn't want to smoke.
No.
He
Yeah.
does Peloton every day. No way.
yeah,
No way.
yeah. Northern Line would be scary.
Yes, he's scary, man. He'd throw
I
down
said,
hands.
any of our friends?
Is Joe Rogan bald?
Joe Rogan's
Joe
bald,
Rogan
but
is
he's
also
like,
a killer.
I'd
He's
fight
like a
him.
murderer.
Can we stop naming people who are like professional?
I'm trying to get you
mixed-
your podcast TikTok moment. Joe Rogan, I'll
Joe
fight
Rogan,
you anytime.
Sarah's
going
gonna fight you. Come here.
Yes, come here to Bristol.
I'm trying to
Joe
remember. There's like a
Rogan.
Weasley politician who's bald.
Ooh, a wee.
Is Ed
little
Balls bald?
man.
Ed Balls.
No, he's got some
Fuck it,
hair.
Ed Balls is a podcast. Ed,
Balls.
shave your head and we'll fight you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Ed.
Yeah, he's Tory, ain't he?
No, he's Labour.
Oh, is he Labour?
Yeah,
So
but he's-
fuck you, Ed Balls.
Doesn't matter. Fuck him all.
Oh my gosh. What about Steve Harvey?
No way am I. That man will murder me. The
No,
strength
I
that man
reckon-
gets from his mustache.
No, I think I could take him.
You can't take
He's
Steve
so
Harvey. He will
goofy.
eat you alive, man.
He's a silly, goofy
No,
man.
I think I would have him.
No, I think Steve Harvey is folding
No, because I
you.
feel like we would end up on the floor wrestling, and I feel like I could like tickle him a little bit, and then like
okay.
bring out his good side, and then I just start punching him again.
Oh.
I mean, all you have to say is like cock and balls, and he'd be like,
Yeah, he's so, you punch him, you're like,
He'd be like, show me cock and balls.
show me getting hit in the face.
Ah. Yeah.
I think I could take Steve Harvey.
I would not. I don't want to smoke
How tall
Steve.
is he?
He's tall as fuck. That's,
Is
the,
he
that's
tall?
the main thing.
He's a
Yeah,
tall
like height. In
gentleman.
like
Yeah.
when people who don't know how to fight, height is like very, very big.
Exactly. Well, it's the wingspan, the arm.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
reach.
Yeah.
Can you Google most famous bald people in case we're missing
Oh
it
yeah,
obvious?
most
Yes.
famous bald people.
I feel like
Yes.
Jason Statham's got to be number one, or Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart,
Yep.
Stanley Tucci.
The Tooch.
I fucking was in the
Yeah.
same room with Stanley Tucci over Christmas.
Okay,
What the
flex.
fuck?
Big fucking flex. I can't
Huge
say
flex.
why, but I stood next to him. I think I could fucking take him. He's a tiny little man. I do love him. though.
Really?
I do love Stanley Tucci.
What the fuck were you doing in the same room as
I
Stanley
got-
Yeah, why
Tucci?
can't and why can't you say where it was
I
at
was,
the
I was on
Illuminati?
like a private thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, it's like actually I was
Oh.
inducted
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the Illuminati.
That
over
thing.
Christmas.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Uh,
I'm just putting your like.
Good old Stanley
John
Tucci.
Travolta, Michael
No.
Jackson, Michael Jordan.
Michael
Jackson
Jackson
has
His
lots of
fucking
hair.
corpse.
Oh wait,
I
wait.
could beat up Michael
not
Jackson's
Michael
corpse.
Jackson. I fucked up and read Michael Jordan. Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, not a. He would kill
No.
me with a single look in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
eye.
He could just say "motherfucker" and I'd die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Here's one we definitely no one can beat: Terry Crews.
Oh no. I also wouldn't
Yeah.
want to.
He's wonderful.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
want
he's
to
a
either,
wonderful
but also
person.
like imagine making Terry Crews angry.
Yeah, it'd be scary.
Yeah. Mike Tyson. Oh,
That
here's-
is like
here's
death.
here's
Death.
an interesting one. Pitbull. Mr. Worldwide,
Oh.
Mr. Worldwide, what the fuck he
I
says.
Dale.
actually would love to beat up Pitbull. That would be so fucking good. I think I could. I think I could take Pitbull.
I don't-
But
oh,
he's
don't
funny.
awe him.
I don't know. I don't
He's
know
Pitbull.
much about Pitbull, but isn't he actually a kind of chill guy? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. If he's done anything terrible, fuck you, Pitbull. But
No,
don't
no,
think
isn't,
he's
he,
so.
isn't he like a
I
chill?
think he's pretty
I
chill.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think he's very small.
Other than the songs that go, I know you want me, you know I want ya.
He's fine. He's
You know
Jeff Bezos.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, it took me. Why did it take me a second? I was like,
Yeah,
Jeff
but
Bezos.
although he's kind of got that Silicon
Yes.
Valley like. He probably does fucking
Yeah.
Mai Tai with fucking
Yeah, he's
Zuckerberg
probably like-
or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
He's probably like insanely trained.
Yeah, actually, I spend 2 hours every morning doing kickboxing with my private tutor.
Wasn't
Yeah.
he
Like-
supposed to fight Elon Musk or was
No,
that
No,
Mark
that's
Zuckerberg.
That's the
Zuckerberg is
Zuck-
like a big MMA boy.
Mm-hmm.
who's gonna
Okay.
fight
Yeah.
Elon.
But no, yeah, Jeff Bezos. You just hit him over the head with a
I just
Amazon
imagine
package.
Him with like the gilet. You know, he's always in that fucking gilet and just punching his face. And stuff.
Yeah.
It's really good.
or his superpower, like you have a special ability in the fight. You just have drones that are dropping packages for him, and he opens it. It's like a katana.
And then you just splash him with piss water from the
Oh.
Amazon drivers.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he
yeah,
just like
yeah,
shrivels
yeah.
back like a vampire.
yeah, literally,
That'd be
literally.
good.
You say union, he goes, oh,
He hisses.
Well,
unionizing. Oh. yeah.
I know. From mostly, it feels like there's a lot of bald people we don't want to fight.
Yeah, it's quite a scary
It's quite-
breed,
it's
isn't
quite
it?
scary.
Once the hair
Pretty
goes.
disgusting.
As the hair goes, this gets intimidating. Don't fight bald people, especially
Mm.
period, Sarah.
Ah.
No fighting, period.
I won't.
Okay, well, stay tuned for the.
I won't. I won't. I
someone
won't. I
send-
won't.
Greece
I won't.
Wrestling Federation.
No,
next
no,
Jimmy
When
no,
this
Jam.
becomes
no.
a TikTok, send it to Perian.
Wonderful. I think we should wrap it up there then.
Oh, how wonderful
yeah.
was this?
Very
we could keep
fun.
going. Well, now I'm just in this podcast, right?
Now you just did it.
yeah,
That's how
Lydia's
it
not
works.
anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to keep going because we're going to do a little Patreon episode, a very quick Patreon episode.
Well,
So
am I the
if
asshole?
you enjoy it, you can hop over to Patreon and come check out a little Am I the Asshole? As always,
Patreon.com/0degrees. Thank you all for your lovely support.
We
And
appreciate you.
always please send in more questions because they're always fun to read.
Yes,
And
lots of great questions.
Time-based questions are my favourite flavour.
Yes,
They're the best.
lots of people having weddings and then the weddings have happened by the time we answer them.
Exactly.
is always funny.
Yeah, tell us how your sandwich was 3 months ago.
Yeah,
We'd love to
exactly.
know.
Updates. 6 months later is always good.
He's like, we stunk up the theater and broke up.
Yeah, it's over. Sorry.
Movie was great though.
Sarah, do you have anything to promote? Anything to link to?
No.
You don't want
just
to shout
hear.
anything
You
out.
can shout
Not
anything
even like
out.
Taylor Swift Eras Tour.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Or-
promote something you love.
Yeah,
So,
stream
okay, my
Taylor's
favorite
version.
television show just won 4 Golden Globes this
For
past
fuck's sake, it's
recently.
Succession.
Yes, Succession. So if you've never watched it, it's really fantastic. You can go watch it on HBO or Sky Newsnet Media here in the United Kingdom. It's really fantastic. You'll enjoy it. Let me know what you think if you watch it on Twitter, and then maybe follow me on Twitter, I guess.
Yeah, follow Sarah on Twitter. She's
At
very
what
funny.
handle?
Young Talk _
Wonderful. Good job with that name.
Ah.
Brilliant. Well, we'll catch you all next time. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.